You are welcome to the Mirror TV. We offer you news, local, national and international, on politics, religious and socio-cultural events, project work documentary, live documentary and lot more. Contact us today and do not forget to subscribe to our channel so as to get our updates on daily basis.
Truly, if you don't kill corruption, corruption will kill you. And that was what Foundation Buhari had laid down. We should commend him for that. But then he had to work with some listeners. He had to delegate some duties. If those people didn't perform their duties, it is very difficult for him to get all of them in one first swoop, because he actually changed some. He handed over some to the anti-graft agencies so that they will be properly prosecuted. So basically, we should give it to him that he did his best within the limit of his capacity during that period. And now the Tinubu administration should build over the platform that he has created and move a bit further. That is the reason why it is easier for Olukoyede to move from point of takeoff to get to a crescendo. So we are moving towards that zenith. And I believe that if Olukoyede follow the rules, if he works by the rules, he works by the law, he will succeed. But if he circumvents the course of justice along the way, if he disobeys court order, if he does all of that, it's going to mess up the good job that he has started. And that is why we are appealing to everyone to look at the law books before they act in any way. No matter how criminally minded somebody is, he will still be caught if due diligence is applied at every level.
That when you hear that corruption is fighting back, it's simply because there is no political will, because the laws are there. And political will flows from the president. You know, it's a presidential democracy, and only the president and the vice are elected. The rest are appointees. And being the appointer, those he appointed will be looking at it to know exactly what he wants. That was what happened under Muhammad Buhari. And it wasn't just Muhammad Buhari. The politicization of EFCC started from day one. From the day Obasanjo set it up. Don't forget, at a point, EFCC dabbled into selecting those who were qualified to run for president of the country. That had nothing to do with the place of the EFCC. They are not a court. You cannot be a judge in your own case. You're supposed to prosecute. It is the court that will pronounce somebody guilty. That is the way these things run. But it wasn't so under Obasanjo. It wasn't so under the presidents from Obasanjo up to Muhammad Buhari. And I once said, I think even here, that for anti-corruption fight to succeed in Nigeria, that President Tinubu will have to commit political suicide. Harakiri, that's what the Japanese call it. Here, I mean, he has to betray the political class. He must allow EFCC to work. Don't forget, Olukoyede was in EFCC. At a point, they wanted to put him out. He was the secretary, I think, something like that. Before eventually he was recalled and made the acting chairman and ultimately chairman. He's been in that place. He knows the rock. He knows precisely. So if you have one man that can really do the work and he has demonstrated his best, is this Olukoyede. I'm not blowing his trumpet because the test of the pudding is in the eating. So I want to see. Now, you see, the work in a presidential democracy stops at the president's table. He is the one that should allow the agencies to work. And he takes credit or blame for their success or failures. That is why we blame Muhammad Buhari for not because he is the overall oversight authority. He was the appointer of all these public officers under him, all of them. So where they failed, he takes the blame. And corruption fight failed under Muhammad Buhari. Now, you see, for the optics, I am afraid that Olukoyede and the EFCC may not go the whole hog.
Why do you say so?
I say so because power told us that this set of governors that just exited, I had a file on over 20 of them. Where are those files? Do you get what I'm saying? Oh. And some of these former governors are senators, some are ministers. When Olukoyede was being screened by the Senate, he made a statement. He said, look, I will start with you. We want to see you walk that talk. Get a files. And you see, there must be closure on the cases.
Absolutely.
Don't forget that even the Senate President, Ababi,
had the case.
He had a case with the Efcc. Bring a closure to such cases. Even for public perception. For us to understand that you're not being selective. See, one of the accusations against the EFCC is that they are selective. And once you are selective in your investigation and prosecution, it becomes persecution. That's where the problem is. Some said, well, let him do the much he can, and another person will continue from where he stopped. No. If you are using FCC as a political tool, there is a problem with it. Olukoyede must go the whole hog and bring closure on all the cases that he inherited. Let us know those who were wrongly accused. And you should also do something about, my colleague talked about diligent prosecution. We don't need this media trial, coming to vow in the press that you must bring a higher bail to trial. It's unnecessary. It's not personal. Do the work. The law is there. It's not about you. It's about the law that set up the agency and your office as the chairman. So all you need to do is to do thorough investigation. He needs to dig in two things. He wants to what we call internal sanitization. Has to be done. And the troops, Akuruna and Yobosa mentioned it also, that there has to be internal cleansing. Even the EFCC chairman himself alluded to the fact that some of his investigators are colluding with the people being investigated. What has he done with such a bad egg? We want to see them prosecuted. We want to see them in jail. I believe in killing the fly with a sledgehammer. You know why I do that? It's not because of that fly. It's because of the other flies. Once they see the sledgehammer fall on a fly, the rest of the flies will scamper for cover. That's the kind of thing he has to do. He must try and sanitize his own system first, internal affairs. He must find a way of setting up a secret internal affairs organ within the EFCC.
Okay. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and drop your comment now.